Alright, now that we've got the specialty shops out of the way, we did Fox Connect, we did WB Shop, time to go on to the big box stores. Am I right? The biggest haul I got, I'm going to show you the biggest haul I got. It was from Wal-mart.com. Got some pretty awesome deals. I was there, I think I mentioned this before, but I was there the second that it went live on Thursday night, as well. Yeah, Thursday morning. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and everyone was saying, and even Walmart was saying that the online sale wasn't going to go live until 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and there I was at 2 a.m., and bam! Live! In your face, everyone who went to sleep. Ha ha ha, you wimps. You ain't got what it takes. You ain't got what it takes. And that's why I came out on top, and some of you probably didn't. So anyways, this box was so big it didn't even come with any padding, which is, scary thought. Oh, my phone died. But thankfully, nothing was damaged. I know, I was shocked too. I guess, when things are as well packed together as this, it's hard to get them damaged. So before I start on the bigger, better stuff that I picked up at Walmart this Black Friday, let me just start off with the $4 titles. The $3.96 titles that everyone was going fucking gaga over. First off, I finally picked up Gladiator, the Sapphire series, on Blu-ray. This was on sale in a couple places. I could have gotten the Steelbook. I could have gotten another version of it as well. I elected to go the cheapest route possible because although I really like this movie, it's not one that I often revisit that much, so I don't want to spend too much money on it, to be quite honest. Lots of special features, though. As you'll note, it comes with the 2 discs, Disc 1 and Disc 2. Disc 2 has the special features, which is very, it's nice to see that in a Blu-ray nowadays, because, most Blu-rays, the second disc is always the DVD or the digital copy, and it's just like, can I better get some special features up in here? I'm just saying. So, Gladiator, very nice for $3.96. Not at all let down at that price. Hell yeah. Next up is one of the many titles I picked up this year that I have not seen yet. This one I picked up because I liked the director's last work, and I can't wait to see him do more directorial work, although he is currently slated to play Batman next. And that is Argo. Argo was on sale on Black Friday, or, fucking Thanksgiving, on Walmart.com for $3.96. And at that price, for something that I've heard nothing but positive reviews from, I had to pick it up. I had to get it. I mean, how could you not? How could you not get this? Even my film teachers have said I need to see this movie. So, yeah, needless to say, I definitely picked this up for $3.96. Obviously, I'm holding it. But, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't pick it up for $3.96. Sight unseen, haven't seen it, but I can't wait to see it. And I was surprised and happy to see that this one came with Ultraviolet Cut, which I'll probably give to a friend, and the DVD and Blu-ray together. Now, when you're paying $3.96, you don't typically expect to get something that has, like, multiple discs or looks, gorgeous or something. You expect to get, like, the 1 disc edition that's been specially made for this particular, sale, and doesn't have any special features or something like that. So very glad to get the original release and, get it for $4, $3.96. Next up is one that I have needed to get into my collection for the longest time. Whoa. and I've seen it on Blu-ray already because I rented it from Netflix, and I've seen it since then on Netflix a few times, and I even watched it with a friend, with a couple of friends once. I think I did a movie gangbang on this one. It might have been the second one, but yeah. The Evil Dead, and I have to say I really love this fucking cover. So, 396 finally got this in my collection. Uh, if you don't know already, this is probably the best that The Evil Dead is ever going to look. It's just fucking gorgeous on Blu-ray. Everything is still there. The grain is so fucking heavy that it fucking spits in your face! And you love it. You love it. So, yeah. Awesome. Gotta love it. Evil Dead, 396. Can't go wrong. The next two, one of them I have not seen yet. The other one I have seen a couple of times. So I'll start with the one I have seen a couple of times. Sherlock Holmes. Now, the first time I saw this, I was really not impressed. I kind of didn't like that they went more of an action movie feel to it. But after seeing it again a couple of times, I've warmed up to it, and I like it a little bit more now. And, you know, there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. They do a fairly damn good job at this movie. Obviously, very awesome to see Robert Downey Jr. in the role, and then you got Guy Ritchie. Uh, Pretty fun movie, pretty interesting. So I picked that up for $3.96, no problem. Next up is the sequel, A Game of Shadows, and I have not seen this yet. But just based on what I've heard and based on the original movie, I figured $3.96 to get both movies in my collection. I mean, not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. So, Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows, I don't know if it's any good, but the first one was, so I'm assuming this one will be pretty good as well. If not, oh well, I only paid $4 for it. Not a big problem with that. Now, the difference that I noted here was that the second movie came with the DVD and Blu-ray, and yes, they are basic, but they're a little bit more stylish. But the first movie is possibly the most bare bones thing I got, because, as you will note, it's an eco case, and look at the disc art. It's literally just Sherlock Holmes printed on a regular ass disc. I mean, you don't get cheaper than that. You don't. Next up, I got one I've been meaning to get for a long time. Green Lantern Extended Cut. Now, I saw this in theaters, and honestly, I was surprised, and I thought it was a pretty damn good movie. A lot of people hated this movie, but I felt like it was alright, and I felt like, you know, the casting choices were pretty good as well. I didn't have as much of a problem as most people did with this. So, I mean, shoot me if you want to, but honestly, it was not that bad of a movie. The only problems that I had with it were the continuity errors. There's a point in the theatrical cut where they go from being in a warehouse setting to, like, instantly they cut, and there's no indication that they're going to cut like this. There's none. So, you know, you're seeing all this action taking place at the warehouse, and then suddenly you're in the middle of a city. Like, suddenly there's you know, city brawl going down. You know, they're out looking over the city. Like, how did you get there? How did that happen? What the fuck took place there? That really pissed me off when I saw it in the theaters. I mean, I still liked the movie, but it really pissed me off when I saw that jump in logic and jump from one location, one set location, to another location without any explanation as to why. It's just fucking stupid. When you do that in a film, it's stupid. And I knew why they did it. I knew. I called it at the time. I said, they're probably going to go and they're probably going to put the, you know, that part of the movie into the extended cut on Blu-ray. And I don't know if they have. I haven't seen the extended cut yet, but I'm fairly sure that's what happened. Is like, they cut out parts that were integral to the fucking story to put it into the goddamn special feature laden edition on Blu-ray. Just more reason why people don't want to go out to the fucking theater, people. I mean, you want to talk about the theaters dying? This is why. If you're a filmmaker and you're sad that the theater is dying, then stop doing things like that. Stop it. Because you're only contributing to the fucking problem. So, regardless, glad to finally have the extended cut in my possession. Have not seen it yet, but I will be checking it out, obviously. So, again, for $3.96, not a bad way to pick up the extended cut. I was down for that the second I saw it. And the next three $4 Blu-rays are $3.96. I have the fourth in my collection. I have the fourth in this series in my collection. I got it for Christmas a few years ago. So obviously I needed to pick up the first three, and I didn't want to pick up any of the sets. I just wanted to get the first three. So that's what I did. Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, and of course, Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance. So I now have the first three Die Hard movies in my collection, as well as Live Free or Die Hard over there. Sadly, as Sean has mentioned in the past, the fourth movie, Live Free or Die Hard, the unrated edition, is only available on DVD and not available on Blu-ray. So, no, I don't have the unrated Blu-ray. I have the rated PG-13 Blu-ray. But from what I understand, the unrated edition isn't much better. It kind of feels like the cusses are thrown in there, and it just feels more natural in the original version. So I don't know. Take it as you will. But next up for my $4 hauls, I'm going to start showing you the better stuff that I got. Some of these are $4. A couple of them I paid more than $4 for. So keep that in mind when you see what I picked up here. That's right. I got the Paul Steelbook, the comic book Steelbook edition of Paul, for $3.96 at Wal-mart.com. Now, this is pretty awesome. I might share the Ultraviolet again with a friend. I have a friend who's been getting into the Ultraviolet very much, quite a bit this year. But, yeah, Paul got the Blu-ray and the DVD there. Bare bones, pretty much, but, also comes with the Ultraviolet, yeah. And for $3.96, I figured, yeah, this is a pretty good deal. I like Paul. I'm not like the biggest fan of Paul, but I liked it enough, and for all the references in it, I just could not say no. Especially like the scene about Steven Spielberg and all that. I mean, that was fucking hilarious. So, yeah, I mean, if you're any kind of sci-fi fan, then this is kind of a must-own. Even if you don't love it, it's one of those that it's just like, it's a love letter to sci-fi fans. So, just get it. Just get it. And I got it for $3.96 in steelbook format. And it does look like a really snazzy steelbook. Now, I did notice there were a few scratches here and there. Like there's a scratch. I don't know if I can, yeah, there's a scratch right there. And where else was there a scratch? Where else was it? Scratch right there. Yeah. There are a few buffs and scratches on it, but overall, I mean, not a bad deal for $3.96. You get what you pay for. And the last two $4 Blu-rays I got at Walmart. Here, I'll show you the one that most people probably won't consider a good deal, but I do. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I saw this recently on Halloween with Sean, Zaren Isaac, and Skinslip. We did a live viewing of it, and I might even link to that in the comments below. Or tell me in the comments if you want me to link to it or something. I don't know. But you should be able to find it on Skinslip's page. Just look for his October 31st live video that he did, live broadcast. He did a couple that day. I think it's the second one. Don't quote me on that. But yes, we watched live. We watched Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and you can watch it along with us if you want. Just sync it up to when we started watching it. And honestly, blown away because I was expecting this to be shit. I was expecting this movie to suck ass and not even be even remotely good. Not even like so bad that it's good kind of thing. But that's exactly what it ended up being for me. So bad that it's fucking fantastic. I mean, they do not take themselves seriously at all in this movie. I mean, as we were saying during the movie, there's a scene where Abraham Lincoln is basically doing parkour over like a fucking stampede of horses. It's so fucking ridiculous and over the top that it's hilarious and amazing, and you just like you can't believe what you're seeing, and you're just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? Really? And I know a lot of people out there see stuff like that and they're just like, done! And they walk out of the theater. Because it's like they can't believe that and they can't appreciate how ridiculous that is. But if you're like me and you can appreciate a good, ridiculous fucking movie, then this is a must see. And I got this for $3.96 with the slip cover. Very nice and shiny slip cover. And I could not be more happy with this purchase. This is one that after I saw it, I was just like, I need to own this. I need to own this. This is fucking fantastic. I had no faith in it going in, and I came out surprised and happy that I had seen it. So I highly advise it, everyone check it out, even if you don't typically like this kind of thing, because it's just so fucking awesome. It's just awesome. It's so hilariously bad and over the top. Okay, maybe not bad, just over the top. Last but not least, for the $4 Blu-rays that I picked up, I got The Dark Knight Rises. I wanted to get the Steelbook since I have the Steelbook for the first two, uh, for Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, but haven't been able to find that on sale, and I haven't been able to afford it at any point in time. So if I do get that, that'll be at a later date. I figured I gotta have the collection completed by now. So for $3.96, I picked up the Dark Knight Rises, and they gave me the one with the lenticular slip cover. Very happy about that. I'm not as surprised as I was by other slip cover, by the Pacific Rim slip cover, because I know for a fact that they made a fucking shit ton of these slip covers for this particular release. So it's not that surprising to me that I got the one with the slipcover, but it is a nice little addition because when you're paying $4 for a Blu-ray, like I said, you don't expect much. So when you get something more than you expected, it's always nice. So inside, of course, you got The Dark Knight Rises on DVD and Blu-ray and the special features and all that good stuff, and 3-disc set for $4. That's almost like $1 per disc. It's $1.33 per disc. Anyway, not a bad price. Pretty awesome deal, if you ask me. Glad I picked it up. Those were all of the $4 Blu-rays that I picked up at Walmart. But I picked up two titles for $6.96 that I had not seen yet, but I'd heard so many good things about that I could not say no. First up, I picked up Les Miserables. I never know how to say that right, so I hope I did it right. But yeah, this is the new movie with Hugh Jackman and Natalie Portman, I believe. Yeah. No, Anne Hathaway. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Black Swan. But yeah, Les Mis. I've heard so many good things about this version. When I saw that little featurette a few years ago, well, right before it came out, of how they did it and how it was unique for a musical, and that they could hear the music being played through their ear, and they were singing along to the music naturally, and it just was a more natural flow to it and everything. I knew that because of that, I had to see this because, I'm not typically a fan of these kinds of musicals, but just to see that kind of innovation in film is fucking awesome. And from what I understand, it's definitely, one of the better interpretations of the story, and it's definitely one that you have to check out. I mean, it was didn't it win an award? No, it won 8 Academy Award nominations and 3 Golden Globe Awards. So yeah, I mean, I would say it's got to be pretty fucking good if it won a bunch of awards like that, a bunch of nominations and whatnot. So can't wait to check that out. Again, sight unseen, paid $6.96 for it, and I don't regret it in the least because I haven't seen it yet, but it's one that I've really wanted to see, and I'm starting to get into that mode as I get older, where it's like it doesn't matter to me as much if I've seen it or not, because if I really want to see it, then it's something that I'll pay to see. And well, $7. I'm still a cheapskate. I'm not paying full price for it anyways. I mean, no offense. I'm sure it's worth full price. I just can't afford full price at this stage of my life. When I can, maybe I will. But last, but certainly not least, for $6.96, the last title I picked up from Walmart. I know it's been a long fucking haul here. Cloud Atlas on Blu-ray. This has the slipcover, of course. Very nice. Come on. Come on. What the fuck? Why aren't you going back in? What the fuck? What the fuck? There we go. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things. But I've heard good things from people whose opinion I truly, truly respect. And the bad things I've heard have not been that bad. When I've heard people saying bad things about it and explaining the movie a little bit, honestly, it just sounds more awesome to me whenever they try to make it sound bad. So, I mean, I hate to say it, but, it sounds like something that's completely up my alley. So, I can't wait to see this one. I've heard so much controversy and all that surrounding this. And I'm sure it's a long-ass movie. But I can't wait to see it because, just from what I heard about the story, it seems so fucking interesting. So, yes, gladly paid $6.96 for this, just to have it in my collection, just to be able to watch it, honestly. Just like I did with Django Unchained. I paid $9 for that one, gladly, because it's Tarantino. This Cloud Atlas is not Tarantino, but, of course, it is by some of the most visionary directors of all, or one of the most visionary directors of all time, I'm sorry. So, yeah. And of course, can't go wrong when you got actors like Tom Hanks involved. So, yeah. Very interested to see what I get out of this. Very interested. So anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. There will be more. Believe it or not, there will be more. I still have a box to show you from Best Buy. But thanks for watching. Peace.